10 MP R140 is a community challenge where you need to get 10 million or more pops by the time you get to around 140 with a single tower. But we're not just going to settle with that, are we now? 23 Megapops Flying Fortress. We have started this game off with the good old reliable monkey sub, and if you've not done so already, hit that subscriber button. Geraldo round 9. Get some jar of pickles for our sub here so that we can no longer go from blue to red, but from blue to nothing. On round 13, get our monkey ace down, and it's quite important to put them over here so we can fully utilize the infinite configuration of our beautiful soon-to-be flying fortress. Come on now, please. Give me that rightmost mark. There we go. And put you, well, let's put you on figure infinite. Mainly so that when it comes to the Spectre and Flying Fortress, we can utilize a straight line as much as we can. Rapid fire so that we can shoot even more darts out. And it is generally the preferred path when it comes to any Megapop scenarios with the Flying Fortress or the Sky Shredder, and even sometimes the Tsar Bomber as well, even though the bottom path does provide more bomb damage. We've got lots more darts. Now we're going to go with sharper darts, and then soon we're going to go with centered path, and we're going to place the centered path around here so that the center of the circle is around where the majority of the balloons will be on the track at any given point in time. Steer clear. Oh, for goodness sakes. Certain micro ace chefs of the community will cook up a storm as to how I could have prevented that death. Now around 24, let's just put ourselves a stack of old nails at the very end of the track here. There's no point in putting them down here. We can use it for this and any other kind of escapees that may make their way this far along the track. Hopefully there won't be, but just in case. Okay, so let's remove all of these regrow balloons. Thank you very much. I said remove all of the regrow balloons. I just keep tracing on the fine line between popping them but not popping them so they regrow back. Round 27 is going to face ourselves with a dilemma next round if we don't get heat tipped darts and our monkey sub in order to be able to deal with the leads on the next round. But it will eventually be a 3-2-0 so that at some point it will no longer be able to damage balloons. But right now we kind of need it to pop the leads and then our ace will be able to do the rest. Although this is also very helpful early stage. More leads, more reliance on the heat tipped darts in order to clear the scenario, but stop. Okay, thank goodness for that. I knew I placed those there for a reason. Witness the power of never miss targeting. Now every single dart we fire out has some chance of being able to pop balloons rather than just a minuscule chance. We've got some motion support now to say that this submarine no longer pops balloons, but we will make exceptions when it comes to lead balloons. Just unsubmerge, resubmerge, unsubmerge, resubmerge, just to be able to get that little bit of damage out so that the lead balloons will eventually stop spawning. Just like so. There we go. Now leave the rest of the never miss targeting. Even with the ceramics, they stand no chance. Round 39 has been soaked up quite well. Have a little bit of micro-ing there when it comes to the flight path of it, but we should be good on that front. Round 40, I believe we can solo this with the never miss targeting with lots of darts. Can we? We're following them. We're following them. Oh, they were near the end of the track there, which would have been quite frightening. A 2-2-0 village will do for now, but our next objective begins with Spect and ends in Tra. More leads. Come on now, just stop that please. Believe it or not, the most difficult portion of this entire challenge is not the Flying Fortress itself, but it's going from Spectra to Flying Fortress. How are we going to fare in round 49? Are we going to require any additional assistance here because of all these ceramics? I hope not, but it looks like we're gonna need some more juice within the tank. How will pickles do against the ceramics? It looks like it's doing a lot better job this time around than it was beforehand, but we still got some rainbows. No, thank you. Why don't you go and seek out the balloons, please? Oh, we need you to be on last so that you're always targeting the leads. Fortified leads are a bit of a menace, aren't they? If you're not careful, every single dart you try and fire out will be blocked by the lead balloons. Oh yeah, we also lost on that round. That seems to be a good run here. Had a little bit of a struggle at the very start of the round there, because those leads, if you're not careful, will block all of your attacks, which would be good actually. Like, we could just go up to the MOAB, but what's the point in that when we can just simply go to Spectra, which will be very soon. Yeah, none of these other rounds are going to be too much of a threat because we don't have any blockers like the leads. Because all of our darts now will be able to hit something rather than being blocked by something. There we go, we've now got the Spectra. Now let's put you on Figure Infinite so that for a lot of the time, the darts and bombs will be along this straight of the track here. If you're enjoying this video so far, then please be sure to give the video a like, comment, and subscribe. Behind Geraldo on the bottom left is a formidable engineer monkey. And the engineer monkey one day will become what it desperately wants to be, an overclock. And then something else after that. Well, yeah, BFB territory. Absolutely no issues here. Our next challenge is to try and get the Flying Fortress. But we're going to face some difficulties when it comes to round 95. How are we going to fail in round 63? Absolutely no issues whatsoever. Second lot of ceramics? Dealt with. Now, what about the third lot of ceramics? Exactly the same, if not even easier, because of our overclock. After the submarine paragon is introduced, what tower would you like to see a paragon treatment being given to next? I would ideally like to have either a primary tower or a support tower being given the paragon treatment. Definitely not the beast handler, since it's one of the newest towers introduced to the game. But if it was going to be a support paragon, I would say possibly the Spike Factory, or perhaps even the farm or the village would be a nice addition to the paragon selection. But I'm kind of tired out with more military or more magic towers getting a paragon treatment. Because so far we've had Ninja and the Wizard, which obviously is not a lot, but the military ranks are getting their third paragon very soon. And by that stage, I'm thinking, surely another category has been neglected since the debut of paragons. Like, we've only had the Dart Paragon and the Boomerang Paragon, and that was introduced alongside Balloonarius when they all came into Balloons Tower Defense 6. So I'm thinking, perhaps a primary tower would be very nice, like the Bomb Paragon, or the Tac Paragon even though that would be very situational because of the tac shooters by default range. Also, around 79, we've got ourselves some Fortified BFBs here. I've not been paying attention to the regrow rainbows since I know those will all be dealt with, but honestly hope for either a primary or a support tower to receive a paragon treatment next after the submarine paragon is introduced in update 41 at some point in 2024. Hopefully nearer spring rather than, let's say, winter. We will need the Monkey Intelligence Boreal in order to combat the DDTs. And yes, I know people probably point out that that is not how you pronounce that last word. I don't care. Just like I don't care when I say the Grand Saboteur rather than how it's properly pronounced, Saboteur, or something along those lines. I make stuff as I go along if I feel like it requires a different pronunciation. And no one can tell me otherwise. I'm just kidding. I like people's feedback. Feedback as in something that entails some sort of constructive criticism rather than saying, you suck. Because that's not constructive criticism, that's just shouting into the ether. And nobody aside you benefits from that kind of comment, alright? For ZOMGs, what are we going to be able to do to all of these? Hopefully annihilate each and every single one of them, but we may never know what entails in one of these adventures. Let's see, 3 of the 4 are taken down, now just this one. A pleasing aesthetic, but it must be destroyed. That's it. I'm going to have a Valentine's card and it's going to feature Corvus-loving ZOMGs because they have pleasing aesthetics. Who would like that? Perhaps not many would. Around 90 DDT territory, if it wasn't for the MIB constructed, none of those attacks would do anything against the DDT because we got both sharp and explosives rather than a normal type of attack. And normal mini, it doesn't have any resistances. Well, this round is looking a little bit overwhelming with all the fortified super ceramics on this round. After the fortified MOABs are taken down, but alas, we are definitely on the, I don't know why I was going with that, on the gravy train. We've got these ZOMGs left to handle. More DDTs, but they will all become smush. Round 94. We have 15k away until we can get the Flying Fortress. But the big question is, can we get the Flying Fortress within the next round or two? And it's highly unlikely we're going to get it on this round. But a man loves to dream, and my dream is to dream a big plane. Right, a big mahoosive round of round 95, and I am highly doubtful that we are able to get through this particular round. Yeah, the DTs are just way too quick in order for us to be able to handle. Yeah, there needs to be some way of being able to slow them down. How about a MOAB glue and 2 creepy idols? Hello, hello. Really? It's not the DDTs that leak, but the things that summon inside of them? How about sharpening stone? Hello, this is going very well. Does sharpening stone make the difference? Will it? Oh, that was super close, but we got through the round. 10k away from Flying Fortress. The MOAB glue was a necessary sacrifice. We need to slow down the DDTs on that particular round. But then again, this will also ensure that other MOAB class balloons will be slowed down later on throughout the game. So that was a small sacrifice. And now we've got exactly 800 to get for the Flying Fortress. You can't write this sort of stuff. I wouldn't be able to calculate that we would be at this exact stage on this exact round with the items I bought from Geraldo's shop along with everything else brought on the field. I swear I did not calculate things to be like it. It just fell out of the sky, okay? It's one of those things that are just really lucky. Come on, Flying Fortress. There it is. The complete eradication of balloons is now at hand. Did you see round 98? Huh? Did you see it? You did see a part of it. Oh gosh, yeah. No chance whatsoever. Do you know where we're going to be going next with this particular adventure? Ultra Boost time. I could go on about my strategy from here on out, but I think the Flying Fortress is the strategy. Today is a bad day if you want to be a Ballon inside Ballon's Tower Defense 6, because honestly, I think today is going to be a bit of a headache for you as you are barraged by an endless amount of bombs and darts for a big flying fortress in the sky. Fortified DDTs are making it towards this little point of the track here, but That's barely away from the track, and now we've got ourselves Ultra Boost. Do you think where we're going to be going next? Call to arms? No, not call to arms. Homeland defense. Flare balloons, this is absolutely insane. Surely you should be thinking about stuff like the balloon sabotage, an absolute zero, or perhaps even a glue storm so that you can do additional damage against the MOAB class balloons, even with the likes of the BAD, because in the newest one of the latest updates, glue storm now affects MOAB class balloons even if you don't have the corrosive glue upgrade added onto the glue gunner itself. But I'm gonna say nay. The +2 or whatever damage is applied from the glue storm is nothing in comparison to the 100% attack speed and pierce for all monkeys for 20 seconds. And that also includes this thing's ability to stick to MOAB class balloons and balloons in general. So anyways, while we with our multiplier 8, I am eating the competition. DDTs? Just no chance. You may have a lot of speed too, but I have so much more from where that came from. Since this is a challenge editor scenario, we can't go past round 140, which is the round in which I set this challenge on, but I assume that with this setup alone, we can go extremely high, possibly even touching round 200 even, with the Flying Fortress. Gosh, Call to Arms really turns this from 10,000 to 15,000, I mean 15 million. We are 6 million, 7 million, sorry, away from our goal. Don't worry, Fortified ZOMGs, you will not be hanging around here for long, and even the regular ones lasted even this time than you did. Not by heart, but what it felt like, I don't know, a fifth of their time? Probably because the fire was not going towards the start of the track, but more or less going off to the side somewheres. Excuse me, Fortified DDTs? Did I see your name on the list of towers which can exist on the map? Absolutely not. Every single one of your existences means very, very little. In fact, the only means of your existence left after I pop you is a number on my pop count. Holy moly, the pierce here is very, very big. Sometimes it's not the actual things themselves that are going to stop you, but for goodness sakes, but just the sheer number of them, Ultra Boost definitely. My gosh, the DT's not making it down south. We have both Ultra Boost and Homeland Defense. Now let's just watch the absolute eradication of these bads on round 140. Whenever the round arrives. Gosh, what else can we do to buff this? Let's give this a Jewish fire. We can't give it sharpness though. Let's put those down. You may never know what's going to derive. Excellent. There's nothing that you can do, Fortified BAD, against me. Gosh, this thing was nearly popped before the second BAD spawned out. Oh gosh, I feel so bad for you. But I really do feel bad for you. Oh dearie me, would you look on that? Well, we did lose 2.6k pops because of the submarine and anything else down here that might have caught some balloons here, but honestly, probably one of the smoothest videos we have ever had when it comes to performance. I'd say round 95 was still a bit of a kicker there because we were still on the Spectra, but once you get Flying Fortress, you're good, honestly. And only 6 towers placed down. So we have the Flying Fortress, obviously. And to kick things off, we had our monkey sub here. Obviously, this needs to do some work in order to actually get to this point of being able to be here. This was very essential for round 95. Obviously, Homeland Defense. the homeland defense part wasn't a necessity for this, but it was just a nice touch. Because when I was trying to do a test game, I got Relentless Glue, which actually really helped out for around 95. But then I was like, I really wanted Homeland Defense, and I was stuck on Call to Arms, and I just like 2.5k left to needed to accumulate to get Homeland Defense. I was like, I couldn't get it with everything else here. So that, folks, is 23 Megapops with the Flying Fortress. I wonder if this is a tower that could actually just get you to around 200 as being the sole superpower of being able to get to that point. Like, obviously we can get stuff like Glue Storm and like other like Relentless Glues throughout the track in order to help slow down the balloons, but there's still the issue of BADs. But that Fortified BAD went down so easily there. Like, it nearly went down. Like, but the second BAD on that round spawned out like just before the Fortified BAD layer was taken out. But that was so cool. So thank you all so much for watching. The collection event of Christmas is done and over with now that we have this default screen, which we all love, and this music, in which we all love. But one thing stays the same. The Sun Temple is always watching out over the kingdom. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please be sure to give it a like, give a comment, and subscribe if you've not done so already. If you have not subscribed, then Ninja Kiwi will delay the Submarine Paragon again in favors for another hero like Corvus again. Nah, but just kidding though. Please be sure to, whenever you are visiting the store, use my creator support code when you can. That would be thoroughly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves, everybody.